Michael Jordan perfectly explains why many NBA stars fail.
Your love of the game is still there. How did that love of the game fuel your career?
It was the basis of my career. My love of the game within my contract, which, I'm pretty sure most contracts now, I'm actually positive now, don't have that clause within the contract where
You had a clause in your contract.
love of the game contract that if I was driving with you down the street and I see a basketball game on the side of the road, I can go play in that basketball game. And if I get hurt, my contract is still guaranteed. I love the game so much that I would never let someone take the opportunity for me to play the game away from me. As opposed to now where you don't have it, players probably don't play. Now they get individual attention with their trainer.
Sure.
Ready to go out and shoot 100 shots or 1,000 shots. I found it to my benefit was go play basketball, man. That's what you did.
What Michael Jordan just said was the polar opposite of players today. We've seen weight clauses, games played clauses, incentives for NBA awards, but the ability to play basketball whenever you want, anytime, anywhere, that hasn't been done since. And just in case Shams wants to accuse him of lying again,
for sure he picked up a ball in 2022. For our fantasy purposes, we'll just...
Here's an article proving this contract clause has been known about for years. The difference between Jordan's contract versus everyone else is that the others needed the contract to be motivated to play basketball. They had no other reason to try, but Jordan wanted to prevent the contract from holding him back. And this isn't about being an old head or hating, but it's just a completely different mindset from what we see today.
Physically I'm fine. Now it's just a matter of when I feel like Zion.
MJ also spoke about players today caring more about their brand than the game itself.
Do you see the players of today's basketball with that mindset to achieve greatness?
It's hard to be hungry when you have. I mean, if you don't have, you are willing to do whatever you have. But basketball court, I'm handling it, right? And now it's like, it's a prerequisite. Everybody has to have a logo. Everybody has to have a...
Why, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm part of the reason why everybody tries to get a logo, but...
Brand, right?
A brand.
Right, brand Jordan.
But the thing is that brand is established based on what I did on the basketball court. I didn't put the brand before I put the work.
Right.
I put the work first, and then the brand evolved based on the work.
Right.
A lot of times it's different. You see it in every sport, not just basketball, football, baseball. Everybody's walking around with a logo and a hat, and I get it. But whatever I did here is never going to affect what I do on the basketball court.
Again, this was perfectly said. A lot of stars today look at the game as nothing but a resource where they can take as much as they can. They want as much money and fame as possible. They care more about their numbers or individual status than they do about the ultimate goal, which is winning and team success.
Go ask the coaching staff.
They get greedy. We've seen this from Zion, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal, Morant, and even with all of his success, Kawhi Leonard. His uncle tried to farm as many under-the-table deals as possible and created a bidding war, all for a player that was already going to get a max contract and for playing as little basketball as possible. MJ said it best, the game should always come first, and a lot of players have lost sight of that. But in this scenario, the biggest losers aren't those players. It's the fans that pay to watch them play.